As we read the Gospel, there are many people who are with Jesus. They shared miraculous moments such as when Jesus preached the word, when he cast out a demon, when he healed a sick person, and when Jesus delivered 5 loaves and 2 fish. When Jesus and his disciples entered Jerusalem, many people welcomed them. But after just a few days, everyone left Jesus when Jesus was captured by men sent by priests, scribes, and elders. The people around him and even his disciples ran away. Peter even said that he did not know Jesus. That's how Jesus ended up on the cross, with many people ignoring him. A scary and difficult time came for Jesus. However, fortunately, there were people who shared the difficulties Jesus faced. Before Jesus was crucified, he was mocked and whipped by many people. Moreover, he had to carry a heavy cross weighing 40 to 50 kilograms and walk hundreds of meters toward Golgotha. Jesus must have been so exhausted that he collapsed before he could even walk a few steps. At that time, the soldiers grabbed a man who was passing by and forced him to carry the cross of Jesus with him. This man had no choice but to carry Jesus' cross instead of him. Jesus previously told his disciples, "If you want to follow me, take up your cross and follow me." This man walked silently, carrying the cross of Jesus, which no one would carry, amidst people who had a hard time carrying their own cross. At first, he might not have been sure whose cross he was carrying, but he would soon find out. Surprisingly, the person who wrote this Bible verse, the early church members that is, all the people who believed in Jesus, say that this person was Simon from a town called Cyrene in the northern region of Africa. Jesus, who carried the cross, was crucified wearing a crown of thorns. Many people poured ridicule and criticism towards Jesus. His body and his heart must have been very painful and difficult. However, the Bible tells us that there were people who stayed by Jesus' side even in these moments. Well, it was a few women. Being with a criminal being crucified in front of the fearsome Roman soldiers was a scary thing, requiring great risk. However, they listened to and remembered the words of Jesus, which he had shouted 7 times in pain, one by one. And they watched Jesus' last moments and even prepared for his funeral after his death. Everyone, in drastic situations like this, some people were with Jesus during the time of sorrow and pain. The Bible records both of these events as special graces shared with Jesus. It would be difficult for us to bear the cross for Jesus, or to hang on the cross like Jesus. But as we spend Lent, what if we spend time with Jesus through words, praise, and prayer? If we walk with Jesus while remembering his times of sorrow and pain, I think this Lent will be a time of special grace and gratitude for us as well.